Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this second video. We discussed in the previous one the best Berserk March. We're gonna be discussing in this one the control type. If you don't know what control means, it's basically this big blue brain icon. If you're still not sure, there are three types: Berserk, Control, and Resilience. Each one of them makes the other one weaker. In a nutshell, Resilience fights Control, Control fights Berserk, and Berserk goes back and fights Resilience. In this video, it's going to be all about Control, best Tempest, and best tank loadout, or most likely not free-to-play, mid-spender to higher spender. Free-to-play, you guys can take an idea. Maybe you have one of those heroes. If you want something more free-to-play focused, drop a comment below. Let's begin with Infantry. So first of all, you want Christopher. Let me find quickly Christopher. Now obviously we're not gonna use Christopher as the main hero, we're gonna resonate him to either Splinter. If you don't have Splinter, you should bound him to Angelica, and let me show you quickly what that means. Basically you simply pick Donald as the link. Now our Angelica became a control hero with skills taken from Christopher. Now if you also don't have Angelica, you can switch to Rita. I forgot to mention this was tested live and thanks to an alliance called Requiem from 698. Without them, this video and the next one will not be possible. Moving back to Rider heroes. For Rider, it's pretty simple, and I don't know why my face looks so dark. No. I guess we'll fix it some other time. For Rider hero, you want Yamira and Leon to be bound together. So it should look something like this. Now Leon is a control hero. Now before we move on to Hunter, Tempest, and Tank, the best possible formation for control, you guys should hear what AppGallery is offering. AppGallery users this month have this campaign. This is how it works. For every 20 euros you spend in game, or $20 or 20 your local currency, you're gonna get gems in return. And when you get enough gems, you can claim these 3 coupons. Then use these coupons to buy more State of Survival purchases. It's a neat and actually legit way to get some sort of cash back in State of Survival. And as you guys know, Huawei AppGallery is a huge known company. So make sure you download AppGallery, guys, and start saving. Now for Hunter, we need either Boomtail, the Generation 20 hero. If you did not upgrade Boomtail, you can go for Donald. But obviously your priority should be Boomtail. Now Boomtail, you wanna bound him to Selena. Should look something like this. If you don't have Selena, do not worry, you can use Donatello. I don't have him in this account. If no Donatello, you can use Lara. Let's move on to the part I do not like so much, Tempest Arms. So for example, since we're working with Christopher, we need an attack and a defense Tempest Arms. The priority here is the skill of the Tempest Arm, not the actual item itself here. So for infantry, you want a specific attack and a specific defense. But you can use other ones if you don't have, and I'm gonna list them in description for your convenience. For infantry, the best one is Rejuvenating Spring, which is this one. Obviously the fourth is gonna be better. Then you're gonna want Healing Bastion for infantry. For Rider, there are many of them. I'm not gonna show you on the screen and waste a whole 5 minutes looking for them. So you can check the comments. It's Mark of Rifts. You can use then Mark of Strength, Mark of Breach, Pyroclastic Eruption, Blaze Inferno, Scorched Terrain, and Healing Bastion. Pick whatever you have, but you know, the best than the worst. For Hunter, it's almost the same, but ignore Healing Bastion. Again, just look in description. Let's move on quickly to the tank setup. Obviously, you want Generation 2. For infantry, you want Generation 2 Doomwheel, this one. For Rider, you want Generation 2 Savage, which is this one. I look so short in this video. Finally, for Hunter, you want the Generation 2 Oppressor, which is this one. That is going to be it for this video. We're gonna do the same thing for Control Hero, and I probably did also the same for Berserk. Make sure you like and subscribe. This helps me a lot, honestly. This is how we grow. If you made it this far, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.